So this is Unit 26, work experience. We're looking at P2, P3, selecting appropriate work-based experience and demonstrating interview skills as an interviewee. This is Will Hebb, it's the 14th of October.
Right, Will, could you tell me a little bit about yourself? Because I can see that you're looking to be a soldier, although you're heavily involved in sport, you like sport. What's the reason for you wanting to be a soldier? And anything specific, what type of soldier would you like to?
Like the outdoor activities side, because I just love doing like high adrenaline stuff, so like jumping off stuff and all sorts. So doing that as a job and helping people out doing it is just where I want to be.
Okay. So have you thought more specifically about what type of role you would like in the army?
Not really. I've looked into it a little bit, but not fully.
No.
Like, I'm not fully decided on what I really want to do. But I think it's definitely the place where I want to be.
Okay. Tell me about your key strengths then.
I'm a good communicator, so I can talk to people like whatever. If they've got problems or anything, I'm there. They can speak to me, ask for advice or anything. Do a lot of teamwork around college at the minute, so get involved in team group activities, and I'm sporty, so I'm involved in most things, and I'm always up for a challenge.
So if you was to be offered a position as a soldier then, what would you want from the job itself? What would you expect to get from it? Because I've seen on your application form you haven't got any work experience.
No.
As such.
I do like voluntary work for my mum's got her own business, so I help out there. It's coaching kids football, so yeah, I do that on a Saturday morning. So that's a bit of experience working with, say, other coaches in a work type environment and helping people learn new things.
So does that relate to being a soldier?
Like the activities I do keeps me in shape, because young kids run you around ragged, don't they? So like that's really all.
So still, I'm not quite sure what you've answered the question. What do you actually want from the job?
I want to travel the world.
Right.
Like all the places I want to go. Like I've always wanted to go like many places like across the world, see new sites and everything. So like you get sent off to different places in the army. So I thought maybe it's it.
Not always. Though.
Yeah.
So tell me about an achievement which you're really proud of, something that you've done.
Probably teaching just the kids football, just seeing them develop from 4 years old to 7 years old going into their first team. It's a great achievement seeing like where they've been from not being able to kick football to being able to play together as a team. So
yeah. Anything?
That's fine. Do you want to give a bit of feedback in?
Yeah, I think you're not very specific with what you want to do.
Yeah.
I guess that you probably still don't know what you want to do.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah.
Obviously, I think you need to research being a soldier a bit more, because I think your ideas may not be quite the way you was coming across.
Yeah.
Which again, you wasn't confident then answering the questions because you couldn't really relate it to anything.
Yeah.
So yeah, you need to be a bit clearer on what you actually want to get out of it. So if you're going for a job, you need to be positive. You need to want the job, and you need to be willing to put yourself out, and they would expect you to know about the job before you went there. I guess it's probably the first interview you've ever had. As such.
Yeah.
So it's a good learning curve. Yeah, definitely. But research other areas a bit more and look at what you do want to do to
Yeah.
try and be a bit more positive when you come in for interviews. Yeah, I thought there's not a lot more I could add to that, I don't think.
No. I think for me, the key strengths of that interview, firstly, were that you could relate everything back to the job, which I thought was really good. So you were talking about your key skills and you were giving examples, and everything that you said that related directly to what you'd be doing in the army. So things like communication, teamwork,
Yeah.
brilliant. When Ian asks you about an achievement, what really annoys me in an interview is when people start talking about themselves. You didn't do that. You talked about how you developed the kids' football team, and it just shows your passion for helping people out. And I thought those two things really set you apart. I think just moving forward, you need to research the roles more effectively and know exactly what you want to do. And you talked about outdoor activities, but there's nowhere in your CV or your letter of application that says that you're passionate about doing that.
Yeah.
And I know you, and you haven't done anything towards that in the last couple of years. So if that's something you're really serious about, you've got to start now looking at opportunities to get in that sort of line of work.
Yeah.
You could start working at Leicester Outdoor Pursuit Centre. That could be a great way into that sort of job.
Yeah.
You're from Leicester?
No, Melbourne.
Yeah, it's not far.
I mean, you talked about travelling in the army. There are easier jobs to travel with, and much more enjoyable jobs. So if that's the only reason you want to go in the army, I'd probably say reconsider.
Yeah.
I've travelled
I
the
read
world.
your CV and I thought, oh, it's going to be a sport job, definitely. Everything's that you said is sport or outdoors. And then I saw Romy, I thought, okay. And then when I spoke to you, I then thought, I was thinking in the back of my head, sport, and like you say, outdoor pursuit centre in Leicester, be an ideal opportunity to start somewhere like that.
Yeah, I mean, I've travelled the world, and all I had at the time was an HND and a few coaching qualifications. So you don't need to go in the army to do that. So it's worth considering. CV wise, it needs a little bit of work. There's no employment on there, and even if you haven't had any job, you've done lots of voluntary stuff.
Yeah.
So things like the leadership and your John Fernley, your Longfield that you're about to do need to go in there. You don't need that profile of skills because that should be in your personal profile, okay? And your qualifications should come after your education, okay? Now you put things like G's, D's on your GCSEs here. Don't put them in. They don't need to know that you got a G in history. It doesn't look good, all right?
You don't need it either.
No. I mean, I'd just put my B's and C's in there.
Yeah.
All right. So you've got a little bit of work to do on that, on your CV. How do you think it went?
All right.
Yeah.
I didn't, as you said, I didn't really wasn't specific about the job, so I couldn't refer it all to the thing I really wanted to do because I haven't fully decided yet.
Yeah. I know you've been looking, and
Yeah.
you know we had a look at jobs a couple of weeks ago, didn't we?
Yeah.
And
I was undecided then.
yeah, of course.
I didn't decide till I was in my 40s. Even then, I'm not sure.
You need to go to like an open day. They're coming in November, so that'll be good for you to go and have a chat to them and find out a little bit more.
Yeah.
All right.
But like Andy said, go and volunteer somewhere else. Somewhere that you think that you might want to work. I know the adult centre really well.
It's class, yeah.
So they're on the out there, definitely. Just try it. You never know. Try lots of things. It's got a lot of fun. So that's what you want to do.
All right.
Yeah.
No, you're not coming in next week, are you? Anything?
No.
No futsal, no.
I'm on holiday.
Oh yeah.
I'm going literally when I get home.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well,